Tonight, the Artemis II crew back on solid ground after a 10-day journey took them around the moon. The crew safely emerged from the Orion capsule just over an hour ago in the Pacific Ocean. They are expected to arrive in Houston sometime tomorrow.
We have team coverage tonight with West 2's Megan Moriarty and Gail Pascal-Brown.
But we begin with Megan Moriarty. She has covered this mission from start to finish and joins us live from Kennedy Space Center right now. Hey, Megan.
Hey there. So right now there is a news conference going on with NASA officials in Houston. And one of the first things that we did here was a question regarding that 6-minute blackout that the crew experienced where there was no communication between mission control and the crew. And the question was, what was that like, especially for the families who were watching there live? And they were saying that they were reassuring the family members, and it was kind of this moment where everyone held their breath. But once everything looked good, they turned around, gave the thumbs up to the family members and waved to them. So such an incredible experience. So we want to show you that incredible splashdown moment. And not only that, but when the crew members were taken out of the capsule one by one. First, it was Christina Cook, then Jeremy Hansen, Victor Glover, and lastly, Commander Reed Wiseman. And it's incredible. These astronauts, they woke up in space this morning and now they're back down on Earth here. During this news conference, something that we were also talking about is that the divers that went out to assist in the recovery, they were below the surface and they took some photos of that heat shield, which is meant to protect the astronauts when they are re-entering Earth's atmosphere. So we'll be getting some data from that as well. Now, medical evaluations are underway to check in with everyone. And then on top of that, there will be an inspection of that heat shield, one once it gets to the ship, and then another once it gets back to Kennedy Space Center. Immediately after splashdown, NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman, he spoke about this historic launch and this incredible crew.
I think about the crew members that we've all had an opportunity to observe over the last 10 days, right? I mean, they're absolutely professional astronauts. I mean, wonderful communicators, almost poets. But then I think these were the ambassadors from humanity to the stars that we sent out there right now. And I can't imagine a better crew than the Artemis II crew that just completed a perfect mission right now.
And we're just so happy that they are safe right now. That heat shield was a big concern because we want to make sure that they are protected. So that was asked a lot in the news conference that is still going on right now. And I just jotted down some notes that there are 2 heat shield experts aboard the ship where that is off the coast, where the helicopters that took the crew members, there are 2 heat shield experts there. And once that capsule gets back there, they will be inspecting it. But then after that, this mission, it started here on the Space Coast at Launch Pad 39B behind me, and it's going to finish here as well. They're going to bring that capsule back to Kennedy Space Center and inspect it, get some data from that, and we'll see how that all goes. And as for the astronauts, they will be returning to Houston tomorrow and reunited with their families. Covering the Space Coast live at Kennedy Space Center, Megan Moriarty, West 2 News.